3, 2, 1. Welcome to Credit Zero.
Wabbity wabbity wabbity, welcome to Credit Zero! We are the podcast by After School Arcade, the allegedly improv troupe, and welcome to March of 2021. And when we work with other people, how is it going, folks?
Oh my god, Paul, slow down!
Okay, so seriously, let's get serious hours, right? We want to begin with a subject that's very near and dear to our hearts. Drew, go ahead.
Okay, I need everybody to take a load out for a second, because we are about to talk about ourselves, okay? My name is Drew.
As if we don't do that every episode.
Paul!
Yeah.
Give this subject what it deserves, okay?
Okay,
Your
Drew
respect.
from After School Arcade.
My name is
Daryl
Drew.
from After School Arcade. How's it going?
Hi.
Anyway, go on, Drew. Oh, you drinking water, you stupid pissy bitch? Ah! He flicked his water at me.
My name is Drew from After School Arcade.
Yay! Whoa!
Yeah.
All right! Here's some footage of you and the last person you fucked.
Luckily, I have
two by
had a
two, the
routine
guys
of
left,
exercise
left
all my
out.
life, and I can
And they came
outrun
today.
you, old fuck.
I don't know what I'm gonna
Why
insert
do you
there.
have footage of that?
Like, it's only audio.
Podcast format.
It's only audio footage. I maybe just played the "Hi, I'm Willem Dafoe" again. I don't know.
What we want to talk about today is the occurrences that happened in March, and I guess sort of the end of February.
What the fuck
do you
happened
think
then?
about it? My birthday!
Ah, shit!
Things that are
Dude.
very near and dear to us!
I'm sorry. I addressed it in the last.
damn.
I addressed it in the last podcast, so I figured it was
Yeah,
one.
but
and done.
it hadn't been my birthday yet. My birthday's at the end of February, little bitch.
It's at the 21st. It's a
Yeah.
full week. That's like a fourth to the end of February.
You almost said January.
I almost said January, and I almost said egg on my face. How's it going, Luke from After School Arcade?
Hey, going.
Cool. Go on with your birthday bad self.
My birthday bad self. I just wanted to brag a little bit to
Boring.
Luke specifically.
Why's that?
Because
he's an idiot.
Luke-
I'm on board with this.
Luke is a big hard-on for Settlers of Catan, or Catan.
Maybe
however you
pronounce it
want.
right.
Yeah.
You can pronounce it both ways.
Either way, I'm hard.
We get criticized. We criticize each other all the time for pronouncing things slightly differently or wording things slightly
Only the
different.
things that have to be pronounced in a certain way.
No, Molotov and Molotov cocktail can both be pronounced in those ways. Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody's
and everyone-
ever said the law.
And everyone knew what I was talking about when I said "fuck you, capital of the world" too. No, okay.
I don't remember that. I don't remember
I don't know what
that.
you're talking about right now, and you've explained it to me before.
I was talking about how Daryl lives in the traffic "fuck you, capital of the world" because he said he hates so.
Well, you have to explain it.
Well, anyway,
Improv, baby. That is a rule.
I want to
If you have to explain it.
brag to
Hey,
Luke
Drew.
about the replacement parts I got for my game of Catan.
Oh.
Cultures-
Drew's dick is growing bigger as he's talking right now. Just want. Oh, now it's getting shrink. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If you
It's getting
think
more
of my
dense.
dick, it gets smaller.
What? If I think of your dick, it gets smaller.
It makes sex really hard.
Dude, that explains like the last 7 podcasts. Anyway, go on.
So you have to just like watch television and be totally distracted in order to be
I
hard?
think of my dick, it's fine.
You have to like mentally cheat in order to have sex with Drew. I just
Oh.
realized because
Yeah,
you have to like
of
think of
somebody
someone else's dick.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Do you do like paper bag but on your dick?
That's called a
That's called a condom. Actually, no, that's not indoors. If you
Hey kids at home,
No.
if you want a cheap and easy condom, just
No.
put on a paper bag.
That would hurt too.
Paper bag princess. Anyway.
That's where you have to double wrap it.
ever like put a liquid in a paper bag, it just goes through it within 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes longer. It like drips.
Oh wait, cum is like sticky and like thick, so
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it won't like
If you
seep
pull it out
through.
fast enough.
Viscous.
Okay, next topic. All right,
Yeah,
let's
go
move
through
on
your
here.
topic, Drew.
So
Your
I got
birthday.
some replacement parts for my Catan game.
Ah.
This is
And,
your topic.
It was the
replaced
one I was
cum
already
in a
on.
paper bag with this. Go on.
There are two kinds. One is civilizations of the world. So like the cities are like the pyramids,
Yes.
or they're like
Ooh.
castles, or they're like the Spanish Inquisition with the monasteries and stuff.
Ah.
And the second sort of set
The second set
is all
the
cat
second,
themed.
not the first, the second one.
Which one is it though?
Probably the second. Wait, Drew.
I think I said the second.
Okay, cool.
Check back afterwards and
Daryl?
insert what it is.
First the worst, second the best.
All right, cool.
But like chronologically though.
Yeah. Here's all the times that Drew has said second up until now on this podcast.
Second. I love that you love your job.
You guys can do it too.
The second one has cat themed, so all the roads are cats. and like the settlements are all boxes because they like to send boxes. But my favorite part about it
Shit in boxes.
is the robber is a vacuum cleaner.
Do you
and
shit
it
in your
scares
settlement?
away all the cats, and I really enjoy that.
That's very nice.
But I just wanted to share that with the world because I'm really happy with it.
They probably also see the vacuum cleaner as a robber because if it like takes one of their like cool toys,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
wow, you took that from
Or like
me.
after you get like catnip out for them, you have to clean it up with a vacuum cleaner. So you're stealing their drugs with a vacuum cleaner.
Do you do that? I don't really use catnip, so I don't know.
I steal drugs, but not from cats.
Yeah.
He's not an animal.
Did I ever tell you guys that I used to be a runner for like drugs and stuff like that? I never actually touched them myself. I think I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was connected to our old housemates in Waterloo when I needed money. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was quite an experience. Go on with your thing.
I've helped like measure drugs, but I've never like sold.
I mean, I've been an Uber driver, so I mean, probably.
You've probably been an
Yeah.
asset.
Like
too.
accidentally.
Yeah, well, for a while, Uber, like, the very end of my Ubering thing, because I don't really do it anymore.
You don't do any Uber anymore?
No, I don't.
Why?
I
Why?
just wanted to move on.
Why?
No.
Why?
Okay, there you go. I just, I wanted to change the scenery, and I wanted to make more money. I wanted the chance to just sort of put my efforts towards getting a job. A real
Skip the
fucking job.
dishes, my man. High five, Daryl. High five, Daryl. Hi. Okay, go on.
All right. What was I saying? I would think it was it.
Skip the dishes.
Oh no, Uber. So like for a while, Uber had like this like package delivery system where I just pick up a package from somebody and then somehow just send it to the next person.
That is so druggy. That is so.
I actually did deliver drugs. I delivered weed to somebody.
How do you know that? Well, it smelled like weed.
Well,
Did you open it and it was weed inside? You're like, shit.
The box was
Were you
partially
smoking it and
open.
you're like, this is weed.
Did you
I
steal it
usually
and felt
smoke other
bad?
people's
Give it back?
packages, but this one's weed.
No, it was like a big cardboard box, and it was so stuffed with like edibles and stuff that I could see outside of the packages, like
Wow.
big
That's a
pot leaves.
That's a lot of weed.
Yo, I don't know why we
Busting
never.
at the seams.
I don't know why we never like tapped this resource. What was the weirdest Uber customer you ever had?
The weirdest.
Like the most like holy shit that happened. People exist like this.
Oh,
This is real, folks. Hit me with it.
Cutting edge.
I don't know if I've told this story on the podcast before, but I took in a rider who like almost got into a fight in a 7-Eleven. Like a physical altercation. So I picked up these two people. I guess they were in a recording studio or something, or they owned a recording studio.
Who fights in a recording studio?
You have
wasn't there.
creative differences.
You're just like, ha! Sorry, can I get that one again?
What is it good for?
Sonic boom! That's where they get those sounds.
Yeah,
They start
They
fights.
just start fights in the fucking recording. Yeah, they actually do sonic booms and Hadoukens at each other. You fucking moron.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Jesus.
So much hate, Paul. So what?
I'm doing the heart sign at Luke, and he's giggling like an idiot, like the fucking idiot he is. Okay, go on.
So
Hey, Daryl, how's it going?
So as soon as I see these people come out of the store, the guy's holding a bottle of Hennessy in his hand. It's like half drunk, and they're like stumbling around. Alcohol.
Okay, thank you.
It's,
I don't. I knew it was alcohol, but I don't know what Hennessy is.
It's cognac.
Yeah.
It's brandy.
Got it. Thank you.
It's a sweet alcohol,
Yeah.
but
Sweet
strong.
brandy. Strong.
Stroll.
Strong.
I have a fun fact about Hennessy that I learned.
What did you learn about Hennessy?
No, I don't want to interrupt your story. I'll say it later.
Oh, thank you for respecting my story.
You're welcome.
You guys never interrupt my stories. This is so good. I'm just kidding. Please cut that out. I don't want anybody to know that I'm being so sarcastically awful to you guys. I feel
That just makes you part of our podcast.
Yeah, that's on brand.
I feel immediately guilty for saying that.
Do you actually want me to cut it out?
No, it's fine. Where was I?
Do you want me
Oh,
to go?
So he comes out with a bottle of Henny. They're stumbling around. They go to the back seat. Hey, how's it going? Whatever. Can you like make a stop at the 7-Eleven first? Because we need to get some food. And I'm like, I'm a young Uber driver at this point. I don't know any better. So I'm like, yeah, of course. Yeah,
16 years old, prime of your life.
Yes,
Just got your license.
exactly.
I'm gonna make it my job.
Just got fucked for the first time that day.
Yeah, in my car.
Yep, it was one of your threesomes. It wasn't both of your threesomes, because they were not concurrent. I found that out on the podcast, our second threesome. My second threesome. Fuck, go on.
Yeah.
I sound like
And-
I've got
Fuck!
talk.
That was a long sentence, yeah.
And so I go in the 7-Eleven parking lot. He goes out, but she stays in. I guess she has to guard the Henny. I don't know. And so, you know.
God, the Henny. It just sounds like a Lord of the Rings plot.
It's strong, but not strong enough to defend itself.
Her and I are talking a little bit, and I see through the window of the 7-Eleven.
Well, wait, put Lord of the Rings music as you're telling this story. Go on.
He's in line in the 7-Eleven, and I see him get to the front counter, but he's not talking to the guy behind the counter. He's talking to some other woman, other customer.
Did he have a big grey beard and carry a stick?
He was bald.
I count that.
Yeah.
For a wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Yeah, and so they were yelling at each other. You could tell. By
Do not take me for some conjurer of cheap tricks.
Yeah.
He looks at his girlfriend.
Fly, you fools.
And at some point they take the argument outside, so we start hearing them. And, you know, the girlfriend's like, oh, sorry, I have to go, I have to, you know, deal with my boyfriend or whatever. So she goes out. The Henny is unguarded at this point. Not important to the story, but I just have
Did you
to
steal the Henny?
They didn't keep it secret or safe.
You killed him.
Got it. That was good. That was good, man. It was well done.
And so they take it outside, and she goes like, you know where the fuck you are, you fucking mimico, buddy, like pointing her finger at this guy's face. And he's like a big, buff, bald guy.
And meanwhile, the Henny was completely unguarded, right?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, but the wolf and the grass seed were on the other side of the bridge, so it wasn't eaten.
Okay, yeah.
How was that? Was that a good reference?
Yeah, sure.
And while she's like doing this like pointing like antagonizing behavior, he's like making sure he's not touching her. His like hands are behind his back.
He's been here before.
He's like, you know, doing the like cool gangster thing where like, I'm not gonna touch you. I'm not, you know, the law got nothing on me. And yeah, they yelled at each other until she fucking walked off.
This can't be the end of your story. What happened with the unguarded Henny?
Yeah.
Well,
You took it.
well, they came back.
Okay.
To find it
And
missing.
they started drinking it
Oh.
in my car.
And you couldn't open it, and you're like, what's the Elvish word for friend?
Mellow.
You ever seen Lord of the Rings, Daryl?
I feel like not as well as you guys have.
Fucking nerd.
Look at this fucking nerd, never seen Lord of the Rings. I'd love for jocks to bully people for like not knowing nerd shit. Like, oh, I'm sorry, were you not aware that you need to research archery and horse mastery first in civilization? You fucking freaks!
This fucking stupid idiot didn't read the Silmarillion. They also speak very
Even though I find it overrated. I don't know why it keeps slipping into Adrian. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, that was the end of my story.
Oh, sweet dude.
anecdote.
So the weirdest people. Wait. So the weirdest people that you Uber drove, they fought over alcohol.
Yeah. Well,
they
it wasn't even
also,
over
like-
alcohol. They fought over some.
Amongst alcohol.
Yeah.
They got drunk in the back of his car, so I'd say that's like a pretty shitty experience.
I suppose.
And
You
they
weren't
said-
drunk at the same time, were you? You were driving.
Okay.
So anecdote about Hennessy.
Yeah.
The reason why Hennessy is popular in rap songs and a lot of like African American culture is because a lot of alcohol brands in the United States pre-segregation did not advertise
Africa.
advertise in like stereotypically like black culture like magazines. But Hennessy is a French company, so they didn't know. And they just advertised in it, so they're like, oh, like this is the only alcohol that they advertised in black magazines.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. I just don't like anything.
Fuck!
I don't like.
Oh.
Like in terms of alcohol, I realize I don't normally do this. I don't normally do this. I was thinking of alcohols in the first place because I always think of that Hitman Absolution line, something brown. I don't normally do this. I'm gonna cut that out because that's terrible. in
Take
context.
that aspect of Tolkien into this.
I don't normally like alcoholic drinks that are like brown or like really concentrated.
so you like
or
a
I don't like
vodka
anything.
origin.
Fuck!
For those that don't know what we're laughing about, I phrased it really poorly and did not want my name tied to what I just said, so I wanted to redo that.
Yeah, a lot of rye
Sorry.
whiskey. And
No,
stuff
keep
like
me
that.
accountable.
Yeah, rye whiskey and stuff like that is not great.
Yeah.
Hennessy's pretty good. And I loved brandy when I used to drink.
It smells like poison. I'm
Yeah.
assuming that it probably tastes like poison too.
Well, it's like paint thinner. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Why would that be great? You drink paint thinner.
Because it gets you fucked up and then you get addicted to it.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And you
mean,
like throw up. And you
Sometimes.
probably throw up in one. Oh wait, has anybody here thrown up while they're like drunk, or even just in general, into a paper bag?
No.
Because I bet
Yes.
it spills through
Probably
that.
leaks through the
Does
bag.
it leak through the bag?
not if you have enough napkins
bags?
at the bottom.
What if you? What
Oh,
if
it's a fast food bag. Oh man.
What
So
if
we're
you?
saying
Tell the
it's gonna-
story. Tell the story.
There's no story. I was just drinking with my friend, and he like, I started throwing up the morning after, but he was like, "Oh, I gotta go to my parents' house. You gotta get out of here." And so I started driving. I wasn't drunk at this point, but I was sick in my stomach.
So you like hungover? Like
yeah.
in that hazy state? Okay.
I was hungover, but it was definitely a sickness in my stomach feel, and just in my stomach. And I was like, "Oh man, I'm not gonna make this. I'm not gonna make this." And I was stuck in Toronto traffic.
Did you make it?
Nope, I didn't. I had to pull over, and I grabbed a McDonald's bag. Luckily, I kept garbage in my car. I never do this, but you know, my car is so clean. That's why I never do this, because my car is so clean.
The Uber driver promise.
That's why I have so many 5-star reviews.
Oh, you looked to the
brag.
ground after that. Do you not? Like, was it just
no,
like,
I do.
Daryl was really irresponsible and he fucked me? That part was good.
Also,
I
just
used a paper bag,
thinking about why you didn't Uber anymore. Just sorry to interrupt. You said you wanted a change of scenery. If of any job, you can just drive somewhere else and it'll be a change of scenery.
But it's only in the same city. It's in
I think
Toronto.
I think he
No,
meant like change of scenery in terms of like what he did.
But
Like scenery is not just like where you are; it's what you do.
yeah, but you could take your office anywhere.
You can take your office anywhere, anyways. Welcome to not capitalism, but like
Planet capitalism.
Planet gig economy.
I'll just say, yeah, planet fucking like capital. You can theoretically, in theory, go anywhere and do anything. In theory. This is for the able-bodied, all the asterisks in the world, but at the same time, like, that statement is in itself kind of true.
But you can drive anywhere.
You can do it in Vietnam, too. Vietnam is a socialist economy. More socialist than capitalist. It's complicated. Go on, Daryl.
What am I going on about? I don't understand.
You were drunk and you threw up in a paper bag, but not
Oh,
in your
yeah.
car because you got 5 stars or some shit.
No, so I never have garbage, but I did for this particular day, and I threw up, and it was just pure bile.
What's bile?
It's the acids in your stomach that break down stuff,
What color is bile?
like yellow.
Yellow green, yeah.
It's like pee but darker.
Yo, you just like unlocked like the bonus memory in my brain.
That is
I
not a
remember
bonus stage I want to be involved in.
I remember when I was in grade 4 or 5, the hottest girl at school puked on the front steps of the school, and we were in an assembly on the way in.
That's so embarrassing.
That's dope.
Oh my god! I'm really glad you guys had such a response. If I had said all that stuff, and you guys would have been like, "Oh my god, dude," that would have been the least cool thing I've ever said in the podcast. But yeah, I have such a vivid memory of us one by one being hustled into our fucking like 60-person school, and there's only like one door in, so we're like it's slow as molasses. And the hottest girl in school, like I'm here, she's to my left, like hunched over, 180 degrees of body, throwing up on the ground. There's a river of like that yellow that Daryl just described, emanating from the original pool, and I'm just like, this is fucked up. But like to my like 4th or 5th grade self. Wow.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's hard not to throw up when you're doing a handstand like that.
She wasn't doing she wasn't like cheerleader level.
You just said 180 degrees.
Yeah, well, she was like feet on floor, head practically smelling her feet, like level of like bent over, throwing up.
Good man.
That was a weird fucking memory. That's so sad that like it happened right in front of the steps of school. Can you imagine if you did something embarrassing and everyone had to go like, excuse me, past you while you were doing like the embarrassing thing that you couldn't help? Like if you were just projectile shit suddenly. Luke, you start bleeding out of your ass, but you're not wearing pants because, I don't know, we're in a nudist colony or something like that. And everyone's like, quick, everyone in the nudist colony into the building or something like that. And everyone has to single file into the building. And you're standing there trying to stop the bleeding coming out of your ass as everyone's walking past you going, sorry about your ass bleeding, bruh.
That'd be bad.
Yeah, and that's what she had to deal with, except not ass bleeding.
Whoa.
Yeah, if your pants are down, it's like mildly worse.
Well, I did that at school, keep in mind. That same school, too. Man, that school had like a bunch of like weird bodily fluids incidents. Because there was someone who peed on the slide. It just wasn't me.
Maybe the slide was on fire, and so somebody peed to put it out.
Oh my god. What if your friends, your anarchist cookbook friend, what if, oh my god, I can't name her, obviously, because it's a terrible thing.
Jane Doe.
But Jane Doe fucking peed on the slide while she was still wearing a dress, which like strikes me of all things as like not being hygienic, because she slid down the slide as well, and that's gross.
You slid in your own pee?
Yeah, she slid in her own pee.
Yeah, she made her own water slide.
Yeah.
What do you got there, ladies and gentlemen?
What if Jane Doe, what if your friends were wreaking havoc on many different slides and they were like, this one ain't metal, but who fucking cares? And so they tried doing the Molotov cocktail. You were breaking the bottle and touching their dicks at the same time. I remember the story from last month. And Jane Doe was like, I need to pee on this slide to save it. And so she peed on it. It's like, that's not enough. The skirt will stop the flames. And she slid down and she still has a burnt vag to this day. But she's a hero. And everyone in my school just knew her as like, ew, she peed on the slide.
Yes.
That'd be...
What if?
That'd be a life.
Yeah. Can women pee into urinals?
I think if they tried really hard.
If they like squatted over it?
It's about aiming. It's about aiming their
Yeah,
pelvis. In the right
I've known women who have peed in urinals at like a dance or something.
Do you know someone who's shit in a urinal?
No.
Have any of you ever shit in a urinal?
I've never,
No.
out of principle.
No.
Okay. Have any of you peed in a
They
urinal?
already have a
Yes.
tasty cake in there. You don't need to put another one in there.
Gross. Have you ever peed?
Oh, that's gross? I'm sorry, man. We're talking about shitting in urinals.
All right, have you ever peed in a urinal?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever peed in a urinal?
Yes.
Okay, I haven't. Urinals are weird, man. You have to pull out your
Not
dick.
that weird.
And no, I've never been like, to my knowledge.
Wait. Luke, have you ever peed in a urinal?
Yes.
Wait, didn't I ask you first?
No.
I
You
thought I
asked
did.
those two.
I swear to God, I was like, have you ever shit in a urinal? You were like, no. And I was like, have you ever peed in a urinal? And you said yes. I could have sworn.
No, there was interruptions. Because if I answered that, I would have gone yes, like Daryl did.
Well, I asked you before, Daryl.
Yes.
Anyway, we'll know if like the tape says, all right, if I'm correct, play a victory fanfare, and if not, play the Price is Right bad horn. Hey everybody. Okay, so it's complicated. First of all, I just want to say, sorry about the fan being on in the first 5 minutes of the podcast. We caught it after the 5-minute mark, but it was blowing air straight into the microphone, and I had no idea it would make it sound that bad. I'm a rabid perfectionist, so I'm sorry I had to sit through that shit. Anyway, second of all, it's kind of complicated because I asked, hey, have any of you shit in a urinal? And everyone was like, no. And I said, have any of you peed in a urinal? And Luke, I was looking at Luke at the time, you've only got my word for it. And Luke immediately said, yes. So, I guess it counts? Fuck it, I'm gonna say it counts. Play that funky fanfare. There we go, we now know. Wait, we don't know if it's that. Fuck you.
It could be both of them now.
So, I've never been taught it. To my knowledge, I've never been taught how to like properly do a urinal, and like at this point, I'm afraid to like whip my dick out in a public space. It's not like a condensed stall, because like, how do you not show your ween
Of all
to
people here,
The exhibitionist is
Yeah.
scared of. Yeah, I know how weird it is, but yeah, no, I'm deathly scared of fucking like. Well, because the thing is, I like when people consent to seeing my ween. I'm like, yes.
well, you do now.
Yeah. No, I did in kindergarten too.
Y'all cool with this? Cool.
Yeah, I just figured everyone was having a fun time. I was hooting and hollering, but they were all hooting and hollering with me. They just weren't slapping their own asses. Anyway.
Imagine if that's your reaction to seeing somebody naked, just slapping your own ass.
You're still upset? That's your defense mechanism?
Or you're
Yeah,
like punishing yourself for looking at it.
You're not happy about it. You're just.
It's some primal lizard brain is like, gotta slap my ass.
Anyway, yeah. So I never got like taught how to fucking do a urinal. I don't know what to do. I don't want people coming in and just going like, "What the fuck?" And also like, there's this weird fear.
Nobody goes into a bathroom and starts looking at people's dicks, you know? Like,
No one
"Yeah, what the fuck is that shit? Oh, look at that dick. That dick's so much smaller than that dick."
No, I'm scared of like somebody. I think I sent this comic to you, Luke. Somebody going up beside me and going like, "Hey man, what's wrong? Where's your piss? I can't hear your piss." And I'm thinking in my mind like, "Oh god, no." And this guy's like, "Wait a second, this guy's not pissing. He's just holding his wiener." I'm definitely scared.
No.
I'm just like someone pointing out something's wrong, or even like, honest to God, if someone, let's say like, I don't know, I'm using a fucking public toilet, and there's this like, I don't fucking know, like 16-year-old kid next to me, and he like looks at my dick. I feel like a criminal now. You know what I mean? Just having my dick out in the presence of a 16-year-old, even if it's in the context of going to the bathroom and everyone else already exists, or everyone already agrees that this is normal, it still feels fucking weird to me.
Have you ever peed on a tree or something before? Like outside?
I
like,
peed in public
camping?
today.
In dire
We're gonna
emergencies,
get to that.
in dire emergencies when no one else is around. But no, peeing and pooing are very private to me.
I mean, I get it, but like peeing on a tree is the same as peeing in a urinal.
Except no one's next to you on another tree whipping their dick
That's why
out.
you go every other
You haven't
urinal.
been to the park.
Yeah, but like, do I want to say this on the podcast? I'm scared of people looking at my flaccid dick because it's kind of hard to conceal it. I have to like hold a hand in front of it, like entrance side.
It's
so that
like
peop-
your pin for your debit card.
Yeah, but you don't get arrested if people accidentally see your pin, dude.
You don't get arrested for peeing either.
I don't know. If a kid came up next to me, even 2 stalls away, and was using it, I would totally do this. I would like hold the hand, like, hello, let's shake hands style, in front of my junk, just going, man, I'm sure not peeing with my dick right now.
Well, there's usually dividers.
On my dick?
No,
That's even weirder.
in between the urinals, so you can't look at penises. I mean, it's less fun, but
I don't recall there ever being dividers.
ever.
Sometimes
Ever.
they're not super common.
Not
Not at schools, not at the university we went to.
Yeah, but
they
that's
were
it.
just urinal. Have fun looking at each other's dicks.
Yeah, but
if you're
that's-
gay, it's gonna be fucking weird. Okay, that's actually another thing. Fucking you guys are straight. Me, I've got like a different connotation of penis in my mind.
Yeah.
So I think it's fair for me to say it's weirder for like, that's a weird thing. People always had this weird like, Red Scare-esque the gays moment where it's like, if the gays are gonna see my dick, they're gonna get turned on by it. No, it's the opposite. Because like, I'll view penises sexually, I'm terrified of someone seeing my penis because I know what it could mean to a person.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. I don't like urinals. Just go in the fucking stall.
Take a shit in the urinal.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can take a shit in the stall. That's another thing. If you're starting to pee and then you're like, I need to poo too. You can't just whip around
Yes,
and
you
just
can.
like,
Yeah, I
shit
do
in
it all the time.
I've shit in the
Definitely
urinal.
done that before.
Yeah.
No, you can't just
Oh,
like,
shit in the urinal.
in the urinal, dumbasses. You just said you don't do it. Caught you in
I
4K,
thought you
Drew.
meant you
Caught you in 4K. Editor me, play the audio where Drew says, I shit in the urinal all the time.
I shit in the urinal all the time. My name's Drew.
See?
Yeah.
That caught you in 4K.
I
Gotcha,
meant
boom.
that I
Live and direct.
spin around and go into the stall and then shit there.
Yeah, that's... Well, I hope you do up your pants first. You're not just, like, holding your dick the whole time you're walking
Yeah,
in.
depends
Excuse me. Don't look.
Dick coming through.
Single file, everybody.
It's hitting people in the face.
Gross.
Ah.
You just peed.
Yeah, you're just still
yeah,
peeing.
it's still a little wet.
Yeah, 2 shakes anymore, and you're just
2 shakes, skidoo.
having fun.
Oh my god, I've got a story about this. It's not related to me, but somebody in a... Okay, so I was in a Discord call with a couple of mutual friends of a friend of mine recently, and there is a guy. He has got a relatively normal name. His name is...
Steven.
Steven. Good name. And
I would have said penis.
he has a story about a guy named
Roger.
Roger. Okay, so Roger. So apparently, Steven is a little bit flamboyant. And so, even though he's not gay, in high school, everyone thought he was gay, like including the girls he was dating, blah, 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 right? That sort of thing. Which is weird, because he's only a little bit flamboyant. I've never met him in person, but I've met him like several times online. I can say who it is after the podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, he's got like this amazing story of a guy named Roger. And Roger was in a class with him, and he had heard that Steven was gay. And so apparently, on more than one occasion, you've only got my word for it, because I've only got Steven's word for that this is even true. Apparently, on more than one occasion, Roger would go, "Hey, Steven." And Steven would turn his head, and Roger apparently whipped his flaccid dick out at his desk and was staring at him expectantly.
What?
What?
Yeah!
That's a crime!
No shit!
That's a crime!
No shit, dude! And yeah, and like I had asked like Steven, what did Roger think? Like looking at his dick would make you magically attracted to it? And like our mutual friend, whose name is
Penis.
Whose name is
Vagina.
Whose name is
Balls.
Whose name is
Paul. Oh, sorry. I mean, you put me on the spot.
Benjamin.
Benjamin joined in and said like, yeah, that actually suits Roger. Roger was a little bit slow. And I was just like, a little bit slow is not equated to whipping your dick out in the middle of class. And I was like, Steven, did anyone else see? And Steven was like, yeah, maybe. I mean, he did have his dick out at his desk. And so this conjured like maybe a half hour of us throwing different possibilities at Steven. And mine were just sort of like, wait, what if he was trying to show it to someone else, like a hot girl? Like, apparently, because he was gay, the girls felt safe sitting around him. Steven was always surrounded by girls in classes, because apparently the guys were sketchy enough. This was like... This will give you a hint about who this is. This was Windsor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, apparently the girls were comfortable sitting next to Steven, so I was like, oh, what if Roger wanted to show... Because if all the girls were sitting around him, that means that he had to whip his dick out and call for Steven through a girl in order for Steven to see his dick. Because a girl was next to him. Girl was between dick and dick, my friend. You know what I'm saying?
He had a bubble.
Yeah. So it had to go through the bubble. So I was wondering, maybe he was trying to play it cool and it's like, nah, guys, I'm totally gay. But he was trying to show a girl his dick. You know what I'm saying? And like, if he got in trouble with the girl in the principal's office, he could be like, no, there were witnesses. I called Steven's name. I was trying to get Steven to see my dick. And for some reason, the principal goes, when it's a guy, it's less weird. Sustained.
That's the situation that like Republicans say. That's what's gonna happen if we give them rights.
Yeah, totally. Roger's the guy that the Republicans love because he whips out his dick, no problem. Anyway, so I started to devise the theory that maybe Roger was part of like a gang of like people that were all under the assumption that Steven was super gay, and the first dick he saw he would fall in love with. So Roger was just one of many guys meeting up around the school going, all right, let's make a bet. First one to get Steven to see our dick wins. Wins what? I don't know. Anyway, so Steven clearly tried to win that, and like everyone else is just kind of be like subtle and like, in the showers I'll just like strip naked and I'll be like, hey Steven, can you pass me the soap if you don't mind? And like Steven's eyes flicker down. It's like, aha! You saw my dick. You want to suck it now? But no, fucking Roger. He goes in. He goes in for the kill. Roger is just like, the other guys are gonna fucking win. I can't have that. Zips down his pants, whoosh, his cock out, and just goes, hey, Steven, with all of the confidence of fucking Alpha Sigma, with all the fucking terms male.
Speaking my language.
But with all the subtlety of a brick going through a plate glass window.
Yeah. Classic Sigma.
Yeah. I don't even know what
Maybe
those things
because Steven was around all these girls, Roger wanted him to introduce his dick so that Steven
walk
could
him
introduce
over.
the dick to the other girls.
He was like, hey, the weirdest thing happened to me in math class. The weirdest but decently hung thing.
Really? You know?
I mean, that makes sense. If everyone thinks that he's gay, the girls all surround him and they've got one thing in common. They all love cis male dick. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Steven, could you tell your friends about this?
But why
Spread the
flaccid,
word.
though, at that point? You want to build it up, surely.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, if he thought, like, yeah, this is going to be sexy, wouldn't he be, like, turned on by the idea of that?
Or at least turn yourself, fluff it up.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, well, you can't just whip it out, like, jack off, and, like, if Steven sees, he's like, no, don't look yet.
Wait till I call you.
Yeah.
I've not reached my potential.
That happened at my high school once. I never heard, about this, or, sorry, I never witnessed this myself, I only heard about it, but apparently there was a guy that came to school fried off his ass, and he was in a coding class, and apparently he just all the time watched porn on his like laptop instead of actually doing class. And one day, I guess he just forgot where he was because he was balls high, and so he just like whipped out his dick and started masturbating in the middle of class.
Oh my god.
The best part was the coding teacher was like, "Hey, stop that!" But like, what can he do aside from that?
You can't walk over and grab him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do you just have to let him finish? I'm really mad that I never asked my friend. And I can't do it now because it's 6 years after he told me the story, so I can't just like text him after we haven't
that
had
story.
Yeah, we haven't had contact in 4 years, so I can't contact him and be like, "Hey, remember the story you told me of a guy jacking off that you told me 6 years ago? What did the teacher do?"
How did he finish? What happened?
Yeah, that's like the weirdest thing. But yeah, if I was a teacher, I'd just be like, what would I do? Would you like want to embarrass him and be like, "Hey everybody, this guy's jacking off"? That's weird too.
Yeah.
Going, "Hey, stop," brings attention to it. Grabbing him is a no-no. Forcing his pants up is a no-no. Maybe closing the laptop lid?
Oh, he's on a laptop?
Yeah.
Video chatting his mother.
Video chat. "Hey, Deborah! What's up? I got your son's peeing here." Like doing the
you
flip
seeing
phone
this
thing.
shit?
Yeah, doing the selfie thing, just like, yes, with his dick.
Yeah.
I think I'd get fired.
Well,
I'm taking pictures of myself going the peace sign with a minor's dick.
oh yeah, that's technically child pornography.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm literally in the picture. That's like worse than child pornography. Because, like, child pornography, it's like you're taking a picture of a minor's dick. There's, like, you know how, like, some infinities are bigger than others?
Yeah.
The Fault in Our Stars? Right. The Fault in Our Kid Dick. If you take a picture of a kid dick,
Yeah.
right, that's bad. If you take a picture of yourself doing things to kid dick, that's worse.
Yeah.
But both of those are, like, degenerate level low.
Yeah, they're both rock bottom, but one's worse.
More rock bottom than the other, yeah.
One's in the core of the earth.
I can't name this podcast "The Fault in Our Kid Dick," but that is the most amazing title.
You can't do it, but
if
it's
it
good.
weren't like terrible subject matter, I totally would.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, Steven told us another story about like another. I hope this is okay that I keep going on about Steven's
Yeah.
friend's dick. Sweet. Well, it's not his friend. He was creeped out by him.
It
Understandably
doesn't sound
so.
like a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steven apparently went through a lot of drama in his high school, and his friend group were like, and apparently, like, he was dating someone that one of his friends used to date or wanted to date or something like that. So his friend convinced him to break up with that person, which is always like so many wrongs in like both sides of that situation. I think
Yeah.
I've honestly been on both sides of both of those situations, so I can totally understand like everyone's
The
perspective there.
emotions that get involved.
Yeah. No, I've straight up told someone you need to break up with your person, with that person that you're seeing because you are bad for them before. And that person was my ex, so that was a much more complicated situation. Anyway, so fucking, yeah, I heard that, like, there was a lot of drama in a situation, blah, 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 girlfriend, oh, you need to break up with your girlfriend, okay. And they were still somewhat together, so no one was happy with Steven at a certain point, which sucked because apparently the students in his friend circle that were angry with him were heads of the drama department, and they ran the school play.
Oh, goody.
Because apparently it was student run. In my school, it was always teacher run, but yeah. So yeah, apparently there was a situation where, like, he was called back after an audition and was like, we need you to do your monologue again. And it was only him and the friends that were pissed off to hell at him in the room. And Steven was like, I don't know if they were like trying to give me a second chance, they were trying to see past it, or if they were trying to get like more dirt and go like, that was really bad or something like that.
Oh my god.
And he just remembers like standing there, these like lights, these stage lights, boom, like down on him, and you could only see the faint outlines of like his friends just like silently judging him with clear like pissed off expressions, like slightly like I just look down on you expressions, sweating, holding a fucking like sweaty fucking script in his hands, trying to perform flawlessly as if you weren't stressed, let alone like also trying to be good with that monologue in the first place. And this is the point when I jumped in and was like, yeah, and that's when you turn to your left, and in the wings, who do you see? Wait, no, you don't turn anywhere, you just hear like, hey, Steven. And you're like, no,
Not now.
And you turn to your left, and yeah, in the wings, it's Roger, and he's got his dick out. I think that would be the most amazing situation for anyone to be in high school. Just a culmination of all these different events. What the fuck would you do? Would you turn back forward and just do the monologue as if it were normal?
Keep plowing on. It'd be a good thing to look back at, but I don't know about an amazing situation in the moment.
I love amazing situations like that. I live for those fucking moments. Man, do you know how many boring fucking like moments I have from like my earlier days? Granted, I streaked in kindergarten, but like, you want
Are you
like
saying you wish you saw more people whip their dick out?
no, yes, when they're adults and I consent to it, but no, I'm talking about like when I'm a kid. I just had like stupid moments. Like, yeah, there was the whole like, oh man, I just hoot, holler, slap my own ass, blah 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 blah. But there was like also like karate tournaments. You'd think like, I've seen enough 80s movies, those are gonna be cool. My first karate tournament involved like my pacifist-ass club going into an unregistered tournament where people hit fucking hard. Like, there was one guy who would just go, like, donk on people's heads, on top of people's heads, because he was a full foot taller than them.
1 point.
Yeah, no joke. Like, he would fucking, like, he's a foot taller than them, so he can, and no one was stopping him, none of the judges. So, in sparring matches, he would legitimately, like, full force, no joke, go, like, boom,
my God.
on top of people's heads. And he, like, caused, like, one of the people in my fucking, like, dojo to get a, like, concussion. And again, we came from a pacifist-ass dojo, so my sensei was having none of it. But I remember I got kicked in the stomach. It didn't hurt too bad, but I was, like, 7, 8, 9, maybe? So, like, I was the one that pussed out, started crying on like the sparring floor, and was like, I want to leave this. And like, yeah, I walked back to the fucking line. Everyone else was no doubt thinking, this fucking pussy. You know what I mean? Because they were all like, they all came from different clubs that accepted violence and shit like
and
that.
this
They
was
were
your
like,
first like exposure to it.
yeah, this was like Cobra Kai, and I was fucking Daniel's son, and they were like, get the kids out of here, you know?
Yeah.
Except I never learned the cool kick from the janitor. That's what happened in the movie.
Also, like being 7 and being in like that hyper competitive. Like I used to do karate as well, and I really didn't like tournaments because I had some like anger issues as a kid. So like being thrust into a hyper competitive situation in which if you lose, it also means getting physically hurt. I just like could not handle. And like as I can tell, I can imagine like being 8 and like getting winded for the first time.
Yeah,
You're like
I got winded,
Fuck.
yeah.
Like that's an overwhelming amount
And
of
like not
emotions.
an accident you got winded. Like so they
Yeah.
wanted to do that, yeah.
Nowadays, when I spar, I just freak people out. If like I try to do different things, I feel so dirty, but I technically got the point. During one fucking so there's this thing in karate where like respect is key.
Yeah.
And so if you see like a head sensei walk into a room, you stop what you're doing. You stand straight forward, katsuki I think it's called, and then give respect. Hooray is what it's called, and you bow. And during a sparring match, I was like doing this with some, sparring back and forth, and I looked behind them as if something was there, and immediately went katsuki, and they looked behind them, and I punched, and I got the point.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was such like that person looked back at me, and like the judges didn't know what to do because like it's not against the rules, but it was
Right.
such a dirty tactic. They basically were like before starting the match, they're like, "We're giving you the point. Don't ever do that again." Like the guy who was moderating the match was fucking serious. Like he could drill eyes through all 7 layers of my hell through his eyes. And yeah, I was scared from that point forward. But yeah, if ever there's somebody from my dojo that I can easily mess with by going woo woo or something like that, if I'm just like dancing my hands around, or even just go ah before like jumping in with a punch, because usually people go like what, like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then I'll just go in with a punch and get the point, and people will hate me.
Yeah,
Their
you
fault
freaked
for not taking it seriously.
freaked them out like I'm recording your webcam.
Yeah. There was one sparring match where I did the entire match with my tongue out because I knew that would distract the person because it was so silly.
Yeah, freaked them out. I know your social security number. Send $11,000 to the Prince of Nigeria.
That would be cool if you, if you actually knew it and was like
just
you
start
named,
writing.
yeah, like 565, and they're like, oh fuck, he does know it.
And he was actually the Prince of Nigeria.
Yeah, in order to really successfully spar, you need to commit identity theft.
Yeah, that's what I'm learning from this.
Yeah.
Karate's less about discipline and more about like computer hacking.
I peed in public today.
Yeah, why'd you do
let's get
that?
back.
I had to pee and I was waiting for a train on my way here.
The end. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Yeah.
And it was the station in front of the hospital.
I don't believe you.
And I went into the hospital being like, "Can I use the washroom, please?" And they're like, "No, we can't just let you use the public washroom because we have to do all sorts of like COVID screenings to let you in here."
You're not even phased anymore when I say I don't believe you.
Yeah, I know you don't believe me.
So wait, you peed in front of a hospital because they wouldn't let you pee inside the hospital?
No,
You peed it right in the window. Hey, look what I'm doing, fuckers! You won't let me pee in your bathroom? We'll clean the window.
And that's when he found out that the fucking window was open and he was just peeing on like a cancer patient or something like that. You're a terrible person.
Yeah.
Go on with your fucking story.
I found a place in a parking lot and I peed.
You peed on a cancer patient. Welcome to humanity.
I won't pee
So
in
what-
a urinal, but I will pee in a cancer patient.
Yeah, you got a weird fucking case of morality, Luke.
I got a weird case of morality.
Weird. Sorry. I
No.
mispronounced.
He will pee in a urinal. You won't pee in a urinal.
He
Paul.
sees his urinal as cancer patients. That's what I learned today. What actually happened? You didn't pee in a cancer patient, did you?
No.
Okay, go on.
I went to a parking lot and I found a corner and peed.
Isn't that like very open space?
I had a bladder full of pee.
Did you squat at least?
No, I just like went like to a tree. Like there was a bunch of trees, so I like cornered a lot of myself off, so that like they'd see that I was peeing, but they couldn't see my penis.
I'm kind of.
And I was like looking everywhere while I was doing it.
Okay, but Paul, why did you ask about the squatting thing?
Yeah, I'm really concerned about
Because
that part too.
like most guys when they pee, usually they pee standing up.
Yeah, people with penises.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, people with penises.
My thinking is that like if you're squatting, even from like if someone was viewing Luke from the front, they couldn't necessarily tell what he was doing. But if he was standing straight up, I didn't know about the tree, so I thought it was like an open parking lot, like, and he was just peeing like straight down, like into like
in the middle of the parking lot?
Exactly, onto the ground. So I was like, were you at least squatting? Because then at least there could be like some concealment. But if you were just standing straight forward peeing, someone would see that you're peeing and call, I don't know,
311.
311 if you're peeing. I don't know what 311 is. Is that like the non-emergency line?
I don't know. I don't know which one's a non-emergency line. I haven't
We
had
should
a
know
non-emergency.
that, shouldn't we?
I haven't had a non-emergency.
It's kind of weird because apparently the non-emergency line. Granted, if it's a non-emergency, you have the time to look it up.
Yeah.
If you don't have the time to look it up, it's an emergency.
Oh, you know what? I did call it in the last year because there was a manhole in front of my house that was loose, and every time a car drove by it,
I got a manhole that's loose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, were you thinking it?
Whoa, dick in there.
Dick in there.
Dick in there.
3, 2, 1. Dick in there.
It was loose and it was hitting the bottoms of cars while they drove over it. Hey yo! In the bottoms.
Gross.
So I peed.
So you peed in the manhole?
Yeah, and then I called 311.
You're a disgusting human being.
peed in the middle.
We shouldn't call them manholes anymore because, like, yeah, I peed in the manhole can mean many different things.
I think it always could mean that, couldn't it?
Since the dawn of time, people have been peeing in manholes.
Yeah.
It's probably pretty early in our history, not gonna lie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a scenario
Probably
for
the
you.
Greeks.
Hit me with a scenario. I like scenarios.
All right,
me?
so yes, for you.
Whoa, okay.
So you mentioned earlier, standing while peeing in a urinal.
I jump out the window. Not
Fucking thing. Okay, so in Turkey and I think in a lot of other Middle Eastern
Here we go.
places, where
Is this post-coronavirus times, or like, did I sneak onto a plane to get to Turkey to pee in a urinal?
You're not in Turkey. I'm just saying, would you like?
You said scenario.
Yeah, it is. Okay, fine. All right, you're in Turkey.
Okay, cool. What?
I don't know.
We've established that. Now answer the question about
Okay,
Corona.
so there's certain bathrooms where they're like shared bathrooms. There's not really any walls outside besides just the bathroom walls themselves,
There's
Okay.
just a room.
and they have.
Just a roof. We don't know how it's being held up.
And they have these holes with like sort of places for your feet to stoop on, and those are toilets. So you squat in the hole.
Wait, I'm confused.
And
You stick your feet in holes, and that's how you go to the bathroom in Turkey?
No, there's a hole. And there are things. For
I
your
genuinely didn't know what he was talking about. Shut the fuck up with your cynicism.
Feet. It's a toilet, but without the seat.
Oh.
So you squat in order to use.
Okay.
the
Yeah.
So that's why you were thinking about. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So would you be comfortable doing that?
Yeah.
If you were like pissing or shitting.
There are no
you
walls,
know.
so other people are doing this as well.
Yeah. Just
Is there any stall option in Turkey?
Yeah, I mean, in some places.
I'd pick the stall every time.
What if you're in like a small town that only has like the one squatty potty?
I'd take the midnight train going anywhere.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. I know China has something similar.
Wait,
sometimes.
fuck, they've got those toilets on trains too. I know about that. That's in India. They just have like a hole.
You just shit on the
This
track.
is- fuck. Okay, so I can't take the midnight train going anywhere. Fuck. Okay, give me the scenario again. Now I have to think about it.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, just describe the toilet again.
So the toilet is a hole. You cannot sit anywhere.
You could sit on the hole, right? Or is it bigger than you?
It's
Get
bigger
it,
than
just-
you.
Has anybody
deep.
fallen in?
I don't know. Like, most of the time,
Is there
you're
like a spy movie in Turkey where it's like, I gotta go into the shithole?
I don't know.
Or maybe like a moment of silence for everyone who's fallen in.
Yeah, we at After School Arcade think that shitting is no laughing matter. And that's why we'd like to dedicate this episode to all of the Turkish people who have fallen into the shitholes. Don't laugh, Luke. We'd like to dedicate
crying.
this episode.
I lost my son.
We'd like to dedicate this episode to the unfortunate Turkish people that have been covered in shit after falling accidentally while dropping a huge deuce in their squat toilets. Stop laughing, Luke.
I'm crying because my son Jeffrey. He.
Jeffrey, the most Turkish name.
Yeah. What's like a good Turkish name?
Like,
Mohammed? Mehmet? Yes.
Oh, I
Mehmet.
love Mehmets. I've never met a Mehmet I didn't like.
My son Mehmet, he fell in. Don't do that.
PSA from Luke. Honest to God, I don't think I would. I could not. It's you whip your dick out in public. It's the whip out your dick out in public thing. And I'm a very like pragmatic sort of like. I don't want to say rational because like I'm rational. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm very like solution oriented. So to me, this changes none of the variables that make it a deal breaker for me. I don't care if I'm squatting or standing. If I've whipped my dick out and people could see it, I'm uncomfortable.
Okay.
So like that, the squatting thing doesn't really solve it. Granted, I can go, huh, but then people are seeing me going, huh, and covering my junk and just going like, what you hiding in there? What you hiding? Come on, come on, show
Come
me,
on, foreigner.
show me,
Show me your penis.
Where are all
Whitey.
these confrontational people in bathrooms? Like, how are you
What happened?
imagining
How do you
all this?
listen to Republicans? They're trans people.
Oh,
That's what a lot of Republicans think trans people do. They just go into the bathroom and go like, show us your dicks, bro. Show us your dicks. I mean, sisters.
What if?
Meanwhile, trans people are like, I think it like probably like less comfortable going in bathrooms in the first place because if someone sees them like at a urinal or something like that, they feel compelled like, great, I have to explain what fucking gender is in the middle of a public washroom. So like many of the trans friends I know, they just don't go to public washrooms just for the convenience of cis folks.
Yeah.
Which is like shitty and terrible.
Yeah.
Go on with your
But
thing.
seriously though, what if you had one of those pajama pant things that have like the
Butt flap?
The butt flap, yeah,
Yeah.
Does it open from the front or from the back?
from the back.
Dick's still poking out of there.
I mean, not if you like hold it up.
but there's one for your front.
Simba! Remember who you are. Yeah.
They do have flaps for your front butt.
Flaps like that? Like just opens in the front?
Yeah,
Isn't
like
it
a safe-
it's like a bread box.
Isn't front butt just tits?
No,
If you
front
squish
butt's-
them together and poop comes out, maybe.
This is my chest poop.
I think that's just called milk, dumbass. Go see a doctor if it's brown.
Would you be more comfortable with the flap if you also had a floppy hat and a lantern?
What is that question? What is that question?
I'm just saying, if you got into the part a little
Well,
more.
if you got a hat, though, would you be good? Yes.
Yeah, and if you're
No.
if you're visited,
No.
if you're visited by the ghost of Jacob Marley,
That's such a dumb question. What the fuck would a lantern do? Don't look at the penis. Look at this
you
lantern.
can pretend to be
Imagine
Scrooge.
squatting in a fucking Turkish bathroom with a hat and a lantern. People are gonna look at my dick more. Because they know something's gonna be up. I'm illuminating the dick.
It's the ghost of Christmas
If I had an
present.
anti-lantern, maybe I'd hold it up to my dick. It's like, you can't see, it's too dark in there.
Hey, boys. Ghost of Christmas yet to come, am I right?
Gross.
Hey yo, That's what I do in bathrooms. I make puns about my penis.
Drew, scenario: you suddenly shit out your boobs, and milk comes out your ass.
Oh my
and
God.
pee comes out your mouth. What do you do?
Oh my God, babe, are you okay?
Yeah, Julia's there when it happens.
You, Julie.
Yeah, I'm Julia. Oh my God, babe, are you okay? I'm gonna draw.
I don't know what's happening. I was feeling fine a second ago. I'm going to go to the doctor, which is the responsible thing to do.
You go to the doctor.
So, it looks like you're broken.
The end. Yeah, go on.
This is why people don't trust doctors.
Yeah, go on. You're still in the thing.
This is why people don't trust doctors.
Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna wear a mask.
Who are you?
Why are
Get
you-
out of this doctor's office.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was a squatty toilet.
We're not in Turkey.
Did you just shit in my... Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll clean this up.
You're-
311.
Hello, this is... sorry, what my best have to do with that.
I just made a mess in a doctor's office. Can you come clean it up?
Yeah, you've been a bad boy.
Yes, I've been a bad boy.
Say it again, you've been a bad boy.
I've been a bad boy.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. I'll see you later.
Can you help me? Fucking shit out my tits.
This happens. Drew's just sitting there. Shit's coming out of his boobs.
Like, I literally can't stop it. It's not like when I have to shit, it comes out my boobs.
He's listening to the non-emergency line like phone sex while shit's coming out of his boobs.
Well, have you thought about not eating as much?
I need to eat as much as I can right now because I'm constantly shitting.
Oh,
Do you know what that feels like?
You're constantly shitting. Oh, well, that's...
Are you even a doctor?
No, I'm a dietitian. You gotta change what you're eating and your eating habits.
What if I eat a bunch of milk?
I'm just a paleontologist. Hello, I'm also here.
You're a paleontologist. Do you know if this ever happening in nature before?
Shitting out your tits.
Um,
I'm sorry.
Is there
I
a
thought this was
dinosaur
slime
that-
potty.
Sure, the Dilophosaurus. I don't know. I fade into the wall.
What the fuck is going on?
I fade back out. Sorry.
The Dilophosaurus.
No, that's not what I said.
What did you say?
Dilophosaurus.
Dilophosaurus.
Yeah, it's the one that spits poison at Newman in Jurassic Park.
The original Jurassic
It's not Newman. It's just the guy that
It's
plays
Wayne Knight.
Newman. Fades in the wall again.
Look, dietitian.
Yeah, sorry, Drew. I forgot to let you know that you're in a David Lynch room. That's why all
And
this...
then it cuts to a single frame of a giraffe. And then it cuts to me giving the middle finger to the audience personally. Then it cuts to Drew's face and he says,
Milk.
I had a German friend who sounded like that. And see?
Yeah, see?
I guess.
That was a good scene. We've clearly lost none of our tact.
Ah, yes. The craft.
The crap.
The craft of improvising, really, it's lost on most public.
Hey, do you want to do another one? I got an idea for a bit that we could do.
Another one.
Another one. All right, it involves one of us sadly taking a lesser role, though. I think I've suggested this before because you really love your bits, Daryl, and I had the idea for like a presidential debate among the three of us as we are, and like as our sense of humors are, and we just be like, what would you do about these issues? The trouble is, one of us four would have to be the moderator and ask the questions, and I have no clue because that means they can't like have the opinions. They could only ask like the unbiased questions of like. You could make up scenarios like, so it turns out that Salt Lake City was bombed today. What do you plan to do about it? Or something like that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did you watch that Netflix documentary?
About Salt Lake City getting bombed?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
In the 80s.
Was this like the Oklahoma? No, wait, that's Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's okay.
Don't try to trick me.
Yeah.
Salt Lake City's in Utah.
Yeah.
Where
It was
Mitt Romney-
it was literally a Mormon bombing.
Mormon bombing. Why? What do they have against Salt Lake City?
No. It was Mormons bombing Mormons because
What do they have against Salt Lake City?
they didn't have anything against Salt Lake City. They happened to be in Salt Lake City because the temple's in Salt Lake City.
Okay, why'd they bomb other Mormons?
Because the Mormons had dirt, because Mormonism is a new religion.
dirty Mormon hands. That's what you were gonna say.
They have because it's a new religion. It was started in like 18 something. So there's like a real like tangible.
I know
history
newer
to it.
religions.
Yeah.
I know newer religions.
Okay. Yeah.
Christianity,
But
It's
there
not
was
the newest. That's all I'm
Islam.
trying to say.
Judaism. That's pretty new.
Hinduism.
Yeah, Shinto.
Yeah. Taoism.
What was the first ever religion? Worshipping
my
that ass.
dick.
Yeah, we had to say that.
Oh, but you said dick, you said ass.
Yeah, that
So
means-
both of you together are a religion.
Oh, we have to fuck. Then we'll become God.
Anyway, they had dirt, and it would change the perception of the history of the religion. So they blew a guy up.
They blew a guy. Oh.
Yeah, yo, they blew a guy. Not in the Mormon church.
Would you guys want to do the presidential thing?
Sure, I can be the moderator.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Feel free to come up with like weird zany shit. I think the only rule I'll apply to this is that we can't ask you like Daryl, like what the fuck is with that question?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
All right.
normal. This is normal.
So do your best impersonation of like, welcome to this city with this debate tonight. Cue the music.
Welcome, everybody, to the 2020 presidential race. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Stephen Henry Rollins.
Hi.
Hey, Henry
I'll be your
Rollins.
moderator for this evening. Now we have 3 of our best and brightest candidates here today.
And it's us as us.
Yes.
Now, before I get started, I'm going to just ask each and every one of you to introduce yourself and just say a quick thing about yourself.
My name's Luke, and my name's Luke.
This is why I voted for him.
And sorry, Luke, what party or affiliation are you associated with?
I would consider myself independent. I am my own party.
This is why I voted for him.
Ah, there we
Okay,
go. Thanks, Mom.
Hello, my name is Drew. Thank you. Yes, I know.
Fuck you, Bob.
I'll be representing myself today.
Resenting yourself. Sorry, I'm Mike.
A little bit about me. I'm quite a caring person. I take very good care of my cat, and I like to support others through the actions I take, and I will do that for all of you listening out there today.
Fucking boo. That's me as me.
Great, thank you, Drew. And what party or affiliation are you associated with?
The stupid dicks party.
Hey, yo. Hey, we can agree on something.
Yeah. Your tax policy sucks.
Sorry.
Sorry. You just fell 10 points in the polls.
Do better next time.
I will.
What party?
I'm representing myself, but I'd like to think that I'm affiliated with the entirety of the population here.
Okay, thank you very much. You, sir?
Yo, my name's Tweed. How's it going? You can call me Paul Drotos if you feel like it, if that makes you more comfy, if that's a little something sweet for daddy, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Great. So, Tweed.
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
What party are you associated or affiliated with?
Okay, so here's the thing, right? Republicans, the entire party cast, like, their votes in for me to be, like, the representative. I don't know what I fucking did. I didn't go to any of their fucking, like, pre-debate shits. I'm just sort of on the Republican ticket this year. I got really, whatever. We'll see how it goes out.
Okay. Thank you, candidates, for introducing yourself and telling the public just how great you are.
Except Luke. Sorry. Sorry, I'm mic'd again. Go on.
This year has been a very trying year, especially for truck drivers. What will you do to help the trucking industry?
Can you repeat the question?
What are you doing for truckers?
No, I meant
No,
from the
that's my
moderator.
job. Thank you. That's my job. I'll repeat it. This year has been a trying year for truck drivers.
See,
Drew's on his phone.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. How so?
Well, as you may or may not know, the gasoline has gone up quite a lot.
Excuse me?
Gasoline has gone
More
up quite
trucks. More trucks. More trucks?
I could get down with more trucks.
More trucks?
Yeah, sure.
More
Whatever
trucks.
you guys are
a lot.
doing.
Why are you asking me?
More trucks. Next question.
Oh, okay. Okay! Next topic. The environment.
Not real.
I haven't asked a question yet.
Just like to say, as a representative of the people, the environment is very real, and I just want to throw that out there.
No. Have you ever seen it?
I've seen it. I've seen a few trees in my day. Yeah.
Oh, look at this guy, tree hugger over there. Drew falls 5 points in the polls. Keep in mind, I'm saying this out loud. It's not actually happening.
I'm sorry, I don't know where to go from here.
Nice job.
Yeah, way to go, idiot. What's the environment?
So things are happening in the world, and there are forest fires and mudslides.
Forced fires?
That seems like something we should stop.
I thought fire just works on its own. People can force fires?
You gotta push it.
How?
You fan the
Wait,
flames.
you have to.
With your hands?
Well, or like a big fan.
That's not how California forest fires start.
You fly over it with a helicopter, and the wind blows down a lot, and it fans the flames.
Ban helicopters. Ban
helicopters.
helicopters.
Whatever you guys are doing.
We're agreeing a lot more than I thought we would.
Yeah,
We should form our
fuck
own.
you,
This
dude.
This is supposed to be a debate.
This
This should be a debate between the three.
You know what? Next question. We all find things to tear each other apart.
Yeah.
Henry Rollins.
Definitely gonna. Yeah.
Yeah,
Stephen Henry Rollins. Thank
Yes.
Black Flag sucks. Talking Heads all the way.
you. Okay.
Television Man was pretty good.
Yeah, alright.
All right. So now we come to families. Families in this country are breaking apart.
Come to families. Yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah. He laughed. He's the degenerate America. Sorry, I'm mic'd.
Families are finding that both parents have to work in order to provide for their children.
All right, my position on this is that why does it have to be both parents? Maybe there's only one parent to a family. Maybe a child has no parents. Who are you to judge?
We should take a contrarian position.
Right. My position is just less children. We need less children. That way there's more money going around, less consumers,
Question.
destroying our products.
Question. Is that going to be like less children in the first place, or are we going to have like a children holocaust?
No. Have less children. I don't support killing any of you wonderful, beautiful voters. Just would
Children
encourage
can't
you.
vote. You can ask to kill kids. You won't affect any of your voter blocks except like parents. I won't do that. Wink.
No, I stand firmly in belief that everybody who is alive today should stay alive, but we should have less alive people in the future.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the contrarian position. Families obsolete. It's the modern. It's the 21st century. People can support themselves. They can learn shit on their own. There's schools. There's resources. We don't need families.
So you're saying break up the family.
Are we saying communes?
No, solo.
Solo.
Everybody
Solo.
goes their own way.
That's American individualism at its finest. I oppose that. And you'll die in the polls.
I think if everyone heard
I'll
that.
kill you.
Everyone heard that.
Yeah, they did.
I didn't give a specific date, so it's fine. Oh my god. Yo, everybody listening, studio audience, voters at home. I once threatened to kill Pierre Trudeau, and it was hilarious. Go check that episode of the podcast out. This is like us as us as us.
Yeah.
Like we had our podcast and everything.
Okay, now I'm going to turn the floor to some real people that live in this country that have questions for you.
I think they're plants. Yeah. What? Yeah,
I
you in
think
the
they're
back.
animals.
You in the back.
Hi, my name is Timothy. Hi, hello, can you hear me?
I think we can now, yeah.
Yeah, we can.
My name is Timmy, and I'm 9 years old.
You can't vote.
I want to know, what will you do to make sure that I have enough books in school?
Books in school. Scholastic book fairs.
But those books cost money, and I don't have money.
Oh, I didn't realize that you could fucking rebut, Timmy. I thought that you just asked a question and sit the fuck down.
Yeah, sit the fuck down, Timmy.
No, don't agree with me. Take your own stance.
Okay, Timmy, come over here.
No.
I'm very confused.
All right, give Timmy a mic. All right, Timmy, what the fuck was that?
I don't know.
No, this is the
Turn on the mic.
You're scary.
Oh, he peed himself. He peed himself. Look at the pee.
Yeah, actually, I think that's good.
That's good. All right, Timmy, go sit down. Vote Timmy. He
All
peed
right.
himself.
Thank you, candidates. That was very illuminating. And
You guys didn't even answer. I'm ahead in the polls, probably.
I'd just like to say that A child peeing himself on live television is not funny and not something to be taken lightly.
You're right. If I was
embarrassing.
president, no more peeing.
I just think children are irrelevant.
Next question.
Okay, so we're coming into the last quarter of our debate, if you can call it that. So, candidates, we want to know about you. Why you want this position more than any of the other candidates.
Luke doesn't.
You have 2 minutes uninterrupted.
I don't know about that.
Together or separately?
Separately.
You start, Drew.
Yeah, you start, Drew.
All right, I'll take my 2 minutes now.
With no interruptions.
Uninterrupted, yes, of course. So, hello, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
thought I was going to interrupt you.
You
I
just
juked
did.
you. I juked you.
You just did.
Juked. Hey, jukes.
I
Yeah.
can't.
Roll in.
Stop the clock.
I can't-
Stop the clock.
Roll in.
Stop the clock.
I
Come
can't-
on.
Stop
roll
the
in.
clock.
Oh, fine! Ah, you suck, Drew!
All right, go on, Drew.
So, I would like to join the government and be the leader because I
Yeah, 'cause
believe
that's why you're running for president,
that
doofus.
some people out there just don't know what they're doing. They think they do, and I just don't trust the people I'm around right now. And as they see, the guy next to me, right? He's drinking something really disgusting right now,
Tetley.
and and it's just I don't think you can trust somebody like that to be your leader. So I'm making this sacrifice for myself. You know.
Lather.
It's not really my dream to be the president of America. You know, I'm Canadian after all.
So is Ted Cruz.
But I do believe that the people out there deserve somebody with respect, dignity, and integrity. Something that my counter runners do not offer you. So I believe that what I offer the people is the best choice for them.
Thank you very much, Drew.
He
Luke,
wants
you are next.
dignity and integrity. Show him up.
Yeah. I don't want that. I want this for money. I want this for power, and I'm re-regulating everything, decentralize everything. My friends stand to benefit from me getting in power, and that's exactly why I'm running. I'd like to forfeit the rest of my time. Also, Black Flag sucks.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not sure if you should say that in 2020 presidential election. Yeah?
Paul, you're next. Please tell us why you should be president.
Are you going to vote for these two?
Yes.
I vote for... You can't answer that, Drew. Of course you're voting for
I
yourself.
get a vote.
All right, you get a vote. All right, listen up, America. Wink. See that? I winked at you. You know, because I said wink. And that's the kind of clear communication I'm going to give you as president of these United States of America. I don't forfeit the rest of my time. It goes to the people. Right, so here's what's going to happen, right? All three of us are going to close our eyes, and we all get one vote, but we can't vote for ourselves. And Daryl will witness who we all vote for, and that person's going to end up president. But if all three of us end up voting for each other, Daryl gets to choose who's president.
Oh my god.
All right. All right, so close your eyes and have your hand up. Daryl, count us down.
I'm counting you down? What? I don't
Like
understand.
3, 2, 1, and then we point at something.
Oh, okay, alright.
Oh, gotcha.
3, 2, 1, point. Alright, so the thing that we thought was gonna happen happened.
Choose a president.
No. Oh, no, wait.
Point at somebody
No.
and then we'll all open our eyes. and-
We have a winner! It is Drew!
Yay!
Drew is our president!
Did you change your vote from me to Drew?
No.
I just counted wrong.
How do you count wrong?
They're all-
Can't count
I
to
don't know.
two?
I don't know.
All right, so now we
We
get to,
trusted you.
now we get part 2.
You were the chosen
we're in
one.
the office of President Drew. No, we're not in the press conference of President Drew.
Yes.
All of us are now reporters. All right,
Am I the president or the president-elect?
you're president now. You've been president for 3.5 years.
Oh, Jesus.
You're almost done, big guy.
All right, here we go. Hey, Mr. President, over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so during your time as president, you managed to increase the debt by an additional $30 trillion per president.
Yeah.
We want to know like where all that money went.
Per president?
Yeah, there was only one, but still, 30 trillion's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, The funny thing is, I thought that paying down the debt would be the strategy that I would go for, but unfortunately, using credit cards to pay down debt doesn't actually work.
It's so true.
So yeah, it's really $33 trillion in credit card debt.
Mr. President.
Yeah, go ahead.
You,
He peed himself!
Mr. President?
Yes, yeah, go
I
ahead.
have an alternate question, because that man peed himself.
Right, and I like that most of you didn't laugh at that. I respect that.
Yeah. Not only did you deregulate healthcare, you also privatized it, increased the price by 3%, and created a lottery system that only 1 in 50 people get it. You also outlawed Skittles. Can you explain yourself?
Right. Well, that's a lot of questions in one, but I'll try to explain.
No. How do you?
The only question was, how can you explain that?
Yeah.
The
How
rest of
can
it
you
was
explain
statements.
yourself?
Well, I mean, I sort of, inflation rises at about 2 to 3%. So I'd just like to say that 3% number for the total cost of healthcare is actually lower than it should be. So really, when you think about it, I lowered it by 3%. Is what you should be thinking.
So true.
As far as the Skittles, healthcare being harder to come by now, I really wanted to start outlawing things that caused health problems, and
Because outlawing things makes them go away.
yeah, well, it's worked in the
Why
past.
am I mic'd? Jesus.
And I'd like you to give me my time here. It's worked in the past, so I thought getting rid of some Skittles, might take some joy out of some people's life. But in the end, it's a lot safer of a choice, and I think the American people respect that. I see a question over there across the.
Hey, President Baby Boy. I just want to know, what time are you going to be free tonight? I have some policy to go over, and I want your expert opinion to take a look with your sexy fucking eyes. What do you have to say to that?
If that didn't show up good on the mic, he did a flirty voice.
Well, I probably got some time later tonight. Once we wrap this thing up, we could go over a few policies.
Mr.
Take a
President.
walk around the White House.
Mr. President.
Have a few drinks if that's something you're interested in.
Actually, I would prefer not to walk and just to stay inside and talk
Well,
about words,
Mr. President. First of all, that's just what talking is.
policies, and actions that we
Mr.
could
President,
take.
I'm turned on.
Mr. President, I've been waiting here for 15 years.
yeah, go ahead with your thing.
Cool, thanks. Wait, you should probably answer that first. Yes or no will suffice.
Yeah, we'll have a
Mr.
talk.
President,
Yeah,
are
sorry.
you are you hard right now?
Oh my. Is it hot in here, or
Oh my god,
I didn't realize we were allowed follow-up questions.
can we
That's-
open some windows?
that's 4 inches flaccid.
You can't see, but I'm giving Daryl the dirtiest of looks right now.
Another question. Another question. Yeah, go ahead with your question.
Mr. President,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, that's me.
When I finish showering, my skin gets all dry and itchy. Why?
You know what? As weird as it sounds, the thought of you showering has calmed me down a little bit. I would recommend using some high quality soaps.
I'm not trying that, Mr. President. This is what you said to me last time.
Well, maybe
All dry and rashy. What's up with that, Mr. President?
maybe go see a doctor.
Mr.
Join the
President,
lottery.
please.
Join
help
the
me.
lottery and
Help
try to
me,
see a doctor.
Mr. President. I'm sinking. I'm melted. Help me, Mr. President.
So, somebody get this man water. Another question. Somebody give me another question. Another question.
President,
Yeah, just start talking.
Mr. President, you're a man of means. Can I have some?
Yeah, sure. Here's some money. Take it.
Thank you.
I don't give a shit. I honestly get paid way too much for this
Mr.
job.
Mr. President.
What do you want now?
Paul Thompson from the Paul Thompson Times.
Hi, Paul.
Hi.
Do you have a question? Or just want to say hi?
Yeah, no, I have a question. Can I say it?
Yeah, Paul, go ahead.
Thank you.
Mr. Thompson, please continue talking.
No, I don't have talk. I just have question.
Okay, can I get another question from somebody else?
Sure,
I
over
have
here.
lots of questions to ask,
Me again.
Mr.
Oh,
President,
stop
but I
talking.
Hi, I
don't
got a
think I
question.
can ask them
Paul,
on air.
yeah.
Paul, start talking.
Okay, my name is Paul Thompson, and I like the color green. And my favorite thing about the color green.
I just want to know
Mr.
what
President,
color your underwear
all
We
is.
these
have no
things
buses
would be-
anymore.
Are you wearing a thong?
You outlawed
You
cars.
haven't defeated
Do
me.
you shave everywhere?
Fancy.
Alright, that's a pretty good way to end.
Yeah, no, that was fantastic. That was terrible.
Oh, God.
I gotta rub one out before we leave.
Before we leave.
Before we
Yeah.
rub one out, I don't know what else to
Rub one out. Rub one out.
Welcome to acting class. We put emphasization on everything.
Oh, this is so terrible. This episode's cursed.
Yeah, this episode.
All right, what other? Never mind. Yeah.
Literally cursed.
Don't even ask.
And if you thought that was funny, go check out like our fucking YouTube skits that are terrible, or our improv shows when they go back up if you're in the area, or our other episodes of Credit Zero. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, would be.
Yeah, Whoopi
Yeah, whoopee.
Goldberg.
You ever seen Whoopi Goldberg act?
Sometimes.
I saw Sister Act.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I've ever seen Whoopi Goldberg acting in.
The View.
She's not acting in The View. She's
Yeah,
just
she's
acting like a jerk.
Yeah, there you go.
Hollywood
Hey,
Squares.
Has she been in Hollywood Squares?
Yeah.
I don't watch Hollywood Squares.
Neither do I, but there's this one funny. There's a clip of like
Whoopi Goldberg just shitting herself in
what's-
Hollywood Squares.
no, what's the guy that was the parrot from Aladdin?
Gilbert
Rowan
Gottfried.
Atkinson.
Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried.
Think of the Lion King.
I love it.
That's Zazu.
Gilbert Gottfried was on Hollywood Squares.
I'm on Hollywood Squares.
They kept getting the answer wrong, so every time they get the
What the
answer
fuck
wrong,
are you doing?
they would just go, "You
Whoopi!
fool!"
You fool! Whoopi's taking a shit. Someone stop her! Whoopi, that's not a squatting toilet! I told her to stop! I plugged it up, nothing's helping, it's coming out of her chest now! She thinks we're on a train in India!
Bye.